Say something, just let me know. We're good. Awesome. Thank you guys. So, what we're going to talk about today is how to use AI and AR to drive more traffic and get more sales. Now, you came to this webinar or this training from one of my posts, and all the posts kind of frame this a little bit different because there's different things that we're going to talk about. There's several different things that we're going to talk about in this training, which I'll go over here in a little bit. But this is actually real practical training. The stuff that I go over today is stuff that you could actually use. It's not just me trying to sell you something. And to be truthful, I will try to sell you something in the end. It's only for you if you think it's for you. And before that, you got an hour and a half, at least almost 2 hours of training that is absolutely free. So stay here. In the end, I'm going to give you a really cool strategy that I'm calling a gold mine. Every time I talk about this in the space of people that know about this, they say, oh, I believe that that's going to be next. That's going to be the big one. And so I'm going to reveal this to you, give you guys this strategy and, a demo. And like I said, this is going to be practical. You'll be able to utilize this. So really pay attention. Before we jump in, I do want to talk about myself because some of you did you sent me a message saying I can't comment. You can't comment on my post if we're not friends, so you might not know a whole lot about me. So let me tell you that I've been in the online marketing and sales space for 12 years now, e-commerce specifically, with selling products online for about 10 years. I was one of the first high volume Shopify sellers. Shopify actually reached out to me and said, Robert, how are you getting so much Facebook traffic? This was back in 2013 or 14. And that put me out into the Shopify dropship and Facebook traffic coaching space and training space. So I've kind of been in that space for about 8 years now. I launched one of the first Shopify dropshipping trainings. We had about 10,000 students. A lot of the drop shipping or e-commerce trainers now, coaches now, went through that training. So really early days laying that foundation. I've spent over $2 million in online advertising for my own businesses. I've consulted with other businesses, with hundreds of businesses, and worked inside of dozens of businesses with advertising and marketing. My own businesses have generated over $15 million in revenue, over $100 million in client revenue. Currently my business now is Mod Studio and Metaverse Wearables. Mod Studio is a company of Metaverse Wearables, and our company basically introduces companies to the metaverse. And that's what I'm gonna do here with you guys tonight with AI and AR. AR specifically is the metaverse. You might not know that. A lot of people think that VR is the metaverse, this Oculus headset that you put on, that's the metaverse, but that's just one piece of the metaverse. Consider that like a galaxy in the universe, right? It's just one piece of the full-on universe. And so it's not the whole thing. And AR is a piece of it, and VR is a piece of it, and games are a piece of that. And I'm going to introduce you tonight to AR and how that plays a role. And so that's about me and how we got here, and why I believe that I qualify to really give you, from my experience, some really powerful stuff tonight. Okay. Now, I think this stuff is extremely cool. I think it's really, really good. I personally feel like this stuff is like, I call it gold. I'm using the terms gold. I say that this stuff could make you a millionaire. This kind of stuff could make you rich. I really believe that. I really believe that we're at the forefront of something big. And I'll show that to you here in a minute. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover an overview of AI tools. So we're going to look at the top AI platforms for creating high converting marketing content. We're going to look at an overview of the top AR tools. So the top AR platforms to drive more traffic and sales. We're going to have a couple AI use case demonstrations. So I'm going to actually use these tools and show you how I'm using them. And it's actually pretty cool. It's very, very impressive. I've been around since the beginning of these spinning softwares. I don't know if you guys been in the marketing world for a while, but 10 years ago or so, there used to be these spinning softwares, and you just get your little paragraphs and your headlines and your sentences, and you put them into all these boxes. And then the spinning software would like spin new content from that and make your new content. And so I've seen the progress in AI for copy, and my mind is blown with where we're at now. And then there's a lot of cool stuff coming ahead too. So that's really cool. You're going to see a lot of stuff here tonight when I demonstrate and give you some examples. And with AR, I think is the next big thing. And just as you've seen AI just go crazy overnight, you see everybody talking about it over the last few months just because a couple simple apps have come out. AI has been around for a long time. Some of these tools have been around for a long time, but it just kind of blew up overnight. And I believe that that's what's going to happen with AR here in the next few months. And there's a few reasons for that. The main being is that the social media platforms, all top social media platforms are pushing this. And e-commerce, all top big brands, the big brands, they're all doing this as well. So I believe that this is going to be the next big thing where everybody is going to be utilizing AR for business. And I'm going to show you that tonight. I'm going to show you all the different use cases, or not all of them, but I'm going to show you several different use cases for several different businesses and or models and industries. And your mind, if you're like me, if you have the ability to kind of envision where to take things, you're going to be blown away. Your minds, you're going to have a lot of aha moments, and have a lot of. I was checking over here on the comments. I just want to make sure that we're still here. Cool, yeah, and you're going to learn a lot of cool stuff. All right, so, anyways, let's move on. 3 practical things. These are the 3 practical knowledge outcomes. 1, you're going to know how to use Jasper AI and Chat GPT to create compelling product descriptions, mission statements, and so much more. You're going to know how to use digital experiences, specifically AR, to add more value to your product or service. And you're going to know how to get more eyes to your website, increase customer engagement, and get more sales with AR. Okay. Now AR is these latter 2 pieces, and the first piece is AI. So the first one's AI. The second one is how to increase value with AR. Then this third one is how to get more traffic with AR, how to get more eyeballs with AR. So value and traffic. All right. Let's go on. So if you stay until the end, make sure you watch the end. Don't skip through this, because I'm going to show you a lot of cool stuff all the way through. I mean, every moment you're going to be like, you're going to be blown away. You're going to have an aha moment at every step, but stay until the end, because this is something that, like I said in the beginning, I think is going to be the biggest player in AR. It's interactive products or interactive experiences from local businesses, concerts, whatever. I'll tell you more about that. All right, so I'm going to stop right now. What I want you guys to do, I know that some of you are going to be busy, but if you can, if you're sitting on a computer, if you're just sitting around and you're doing other stuff and you're kind of listening to this on the side, if you possibly can, please stop what you're doing and don't do anything else. Pay attention here and take notes. I'm putting in, like I said, at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of my time here. I've already put in several hours preparing for this, and I've got, hours and hours and hours and hours of experience that I'm giving to you guys here. And so, don't just take it lightly. Don't just come into this thinking, I'm going to see what this is all about. I want you now here, just in the next few slides, I'm going to show you that this isn't something that you should just see what it's all about. This is something that is like, holy crap, I need to get in. I need to do this now, because what I'm about to show you is worth millions. I truly believe it's gold. I truly believe it's worth millions. It's, I've been through a lot of cycles. I've been through a lot of booms, a lot of ups and downs. Like I said, I've seen the beginning of the drop ship revolution. I've seen when Facebook ads took off, and YouTube ads and TikTok ads most recently. I've seen these traffic sources. I've seen the Shopify, and then the Etsy trends, and then the Amazon trends. I've been through all of these trends. I've seen the Bitcoins and all of this stuff. I've been through it all, and I've seen it. And I'm telling you, this right here, we're at the very beginning of something absolutely massive. Well, let me just show you. We're right here. If you look at your screen, we're right here. We're right where everything is about to take off. You could verify these predictions. This is where we're going. Now, so far in this space, The predictions have been surpassed, meaning that, if they said we're going to get to 200 million by the end of 2022, we're actually at about already 300 million already coming into 2023. And by the end of 2023, going into 2024, we're actually going to be probably past 600 million, at 700 million people utilizing AR. And by 2025, a billion people. Now look at it right here. We started, 2010, there's barely anybody under 100,000 people using AR. 2020, we got a little bit of people. It took 10 years just to get a little bit of people. And then it took another 2 years to keep on climbing up to 2022. That's not, a realistic scale right there. But, it took another 2 years to get there. And then look how fast it's going, 23, 24, 25. It's growing exponentially. It's going to go up super, super fast. And we're right here. If you wait a year, you're going to miss 30% growth. If you wait 2 years, you're going to waste, 100% growth. If you wait 3 years, you're going to waste a 3x growth. You're going to at minimum. Right. So we're at the very front of something that's exponential. We've had all of this experience right here before where we're at now. If you're a math guy or gal, t equals 0. If you're right here, all this space right here, this is all the work that I've had to do. I'm going to reveal all of our experience, and right here, you guys just get to take off. Okay, so this is something really big, multi billion, and this is people. These are people coming in. There's already 200 million users right now. I don't know if I said that already, but I do want to clarify. 200 million users now, 300 million users by 2023, 600 million users by 2024, a billion users by 2025, and a third of the world population by 2030. There's expected to be utilizing AR. It's probably going to be the whole world. I mean, the only people that are not going to be utilizing AR by 2030 are the same people that are not online right now. I mean, it's the same group, the people that don't have access to it, right? It's just this, or the people that just totally refuse, right? And so the world will be on or utilizing AR in one form or another. All right. So this is big stuff. This is really, really big stuff. This is a massive opportunity for businesses, no matter what your business is. Even if you don't have a business, the really cool thing about this is that if you don't have a business at all, you could jump into this, start utilizing this. This can actually become a business for you. This is the new agency. You could actually create an agency going around getting other businesses to utilize AR. Once you know how to do this, at the end of the night, you'll have a really good idea of it. Utilizing AI and AR, you'll be able to go and get other businesses to hire you, pay you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month to do this stuff for them. Okay, so this is huge. It's not just for your business. You could create a business. We're creating an industry. Okay, and you guys are going to be at the front of that. All right, so let's get started. I want you guys to chat. I just want to make sure you're here. I see Peggy said spinner. Yeah, the spinning software, the spinner software. Steven, all good. Peggy, yes. Comment, say something. If you guys think that this is cool so far, if you're excited, if you want to hear where we're going, just let me know that you are still here. I'm going to check. Looks like, yeah, we ended up with, like I said, about a dozen people live. So about what we expected. There'll probably be a few more people coming on as we go. But so far, looking good. All right, cool. You're still here and active. All right, so let's get started talking about an overview of AI tools. There's two main tools that we're going to talk about and demonstrate, but then I want to show you this bonus one. It's a third one, and you might have been seeing ads by them. I have known other people in the marketing world, other business owners have seen ads by them, but it's a really cool AI tool. I want to introduce you to that. But the first two, Jasper AI and Chat GPT, those ones are pretty big right now. Everybody's talking about them. Everybody's utilizing them. And so we're going to jump in and we're going to use them. All right, so this is Jasper. Jasper create amazing art and images, marketing copy, sales emails, and so much more. I'm just going to go ahead and log in. I have my Jasper account here, and I'm not going to run through everything because, well, straight up, I haven't been through everything. Look, right here, it tells you I haven't been through everything. There's so much in here you could possibly do. the main thing that you want to do when you come into Jasper is check out the templates. They have this little art stuff down here. I don't really care for that. The recipes, it's not like food recipes. It's like marketing. It's like a done for you type thing that I'm not going to go over. The main thing that I want to show you is templates. You guys can get Jasper. I'm not even going to give you my affiliate link. I am an affiliate. I'm not even going to give you my affiliate link. I'm just going to tell you to sign up for it. If you want to give me some money and you're going to sign up, then I will give you the link. So let me know. But really, sign up, get, I believe they got a free trial. I think they give you like 1,000 credits, 10,000 credits, something like that for free. Come over to the templates and just kind of browse around, look at what they have here. The two that I'm going to show you here in a little bit are product description, which is actually that's going to be over here on e-commerce. You're going to have product description right here. And then on website, we're going to go over, I believe it was on website. Yeah, company bio. But I just wanted to show you some things that are really creative that you could actually use at some point. And sometimes it's hard to come up with a product description, and sometimes it's hard to come up with a company bio. Those are things that we use often. And so I wanted to show how to use those. But before we do that, they have so much stuff in here. Amazon, blog post, before and after bridge framework, business product name, add the primary text. I mean, just on and on. Look, explain it to a child. This is a great one. This is a really, really good one. Explain it to a child. Say you have a really hard concept. It's hard to explain, and you can copy it, paste it into here, and it'll explain it to a child. It'll rephrase the text to make it easier to read and understand. I actually seen one for a lawyer for legal papers, legal contracts. You take your legal contracts, you copy and paste it into the AI, and it puts it into regular language, or vice versa. You put it into regular language, just normal talk, and it'll put it into legal format. And that's a new one that I seen today. There's going to be so many. That's not in here in Jasper. That's a new tool. But there's going to be so many use cases. Jasper's going to have them all. Jasper's just going to have endless amounts of different templates in here that you can utilize. They have their templates, they have their recipes, and utilize them together. They also have these documents where you could save things and kind of build out stuff, and that's pretty helpful. I haven't used them a whole lot, but I foresee them being used as we use this within our company a lot more. Okay, so let's let me see what I was supposed to do. Before, I'm just giving you overviews right now. I'm not gonna give you a demo yet. We'll come back and give you a demo. Let's go to, let's see. How do I get to their homepage again? Here we go. So anyways, Jasper AI, it's really big. Yeah, that you could come here to their website, get a free trial, generate months of social media content in minutes. I mean, literally just over and over and over. You could just kick out more and more content, and then just edit a little bit, put it into a document, save it for later, or send it over to your content manager. I mean, it's just so cool. I'm not going to go over this anymore. I'm going to show you how to use it here in a minute. Now let me show you ChatGPT. So let me first, before I show you ChatGPT, let me tell you the difference between the two. Jasper is a tool that is built on a API or a library that is called Open. I believe Jasper is built on OpenAI. I'm almost 100% confident. Almost all of them are. But they're built on another AI, and the common one is OpenAI. And that's what ChatGPT is built on, is OpenAI, but it's OpenAI's official tool. So OpenAI has a lot of different tools that you could use for free. And one of them is ChatGPT. And what ChatGPT is it's an actual chatbot. Like, imagine talking to somebody in Facebook Messenger. You could talk to somebody in Facebook Messenger and ask it questions like, or not even ask it questions, give it a command like, write me a story that I could read to my daughter for bedtime tonight. And in the story include a puppy named Poe, a house with red bricks, and a rainbow that at the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold where there are chipmunks whistling. You can put exactly that, and the chat will write an AI. I mean, a story. It will write it. I mean, and it'll be good. It'll be a great story, right? And so, but it'll be chat. And so, the difference between the two is Jasper is built on something like OpenAI. So it's a secondary platform, right? So that's one big difference. Chat GPT is a secondary platform, but it is the platform of OpenAI. So it's basically the primary platform. It's a level 1 platform, right? It's not a plugin or an extension, or it's not using their API. It's actually part of the company. And so you're getting closer into the data sources. And the other thing about Jasper is it's built for marketers. It's designed for marketers. It's amazing if you want to utilize it for marketing. It's amazing if you want to utilize it for your ads, for your any of your copy. It's great, but it's not so good if you want to write a storybook for your daughter, right? So that's where Chat GPT comes in handy. And I know that this is going to be, or this is a webinar on business, and so we don't want to write stories for our daughter, but what if you want to write a love poem for a print on demand product? Or what if you want to write some sort of story that goes with maybe like a bridge page, a story that hypes people up or gets people emotional before you take them over to a product page, right? That's something that can't really be done so well in a tool like Jasper. Chat GPT is more for something like that. Okay, so I'm going to sign in here. Sounds good. So what they give you some examples here already. Explain quantum computing in simple terms. Let's just click that. Quantum computers are a type of computer that uses quantum technical mechanical phenomena such as superposition and entanglement to perform operations on data, blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on and on. Now, you do have to double check, and you have to make sure, don't ever use this for like research or anything like that, because it's kind of way off. It'll sound good. If you don't know about that subject, I do want to make that known very, very from the start, very clear from the start, that if you don't know about a subject and you're trying to present yourself as an expert on that subject, do not use Chat GPT. The reason being is, to you, it's going to sound, oh, this is great. This is going to win them over. To a person who knows that subject, they're going to be like, this is a lie. This is so crazy. What is being said here is not even true. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even English, right? Because it's an industry that you don't know, right? And so don't ever use this for anything like that. I've heard of college students getting busted trying to write research papers because it sounds so good, but it's totally made up. So anyways, it's really good at creating content, though, that doesn't have to be like accurate and factual. So let's go ahead and give it. Well, I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to give examples right now. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to look at their examples here, and then we'll go back to our slides. So examples again. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? How do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? Right, those are examples of things you could ask it, and it'll give you a description or actual code or bullet points for birthday ideas. Right, it'll give you anything that you ask it. Capabilities, it remembers what users said earlier in the conversation. So say you're having a conversation with it, like, give me, got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? And it says, gives you several ideas, but one of them is, go outside in the water and play in the water. And you're like, oh, great, this is a great idea. It's summertime. What water ideas can I do for cheap, that don't cost me a lot of money? And then it'll give you ideas, right? And then you'll be like, oh, earlier you said this. Can I, how do we make this happen too? And then it'll go on, right? So it'll remember back in the history of the conversation, just like a friend would, just like a person would. Allow users to provide follow-up corrections, train to decline inappropriate requests. In other words, the cool thing about Chat GPT, everybody's like, oh, it's going to be horrible. These AIs, they're going to have their own opinions. They're going to start teaching you all kinds of stuff. You actually, I've tried it. It's so hard to get it to say anything that's inappropriate. It'll just say it can't. And if you try to ask it like for opinions, it'll say it can't. So it's really cool. It gives you, fair stuff. It tries to give you the best answer it could possibly give you, a very good, reliable answer. And in my opinion, a more trustworthy answer than a lot of times than you could get from a person, because people you can't trust either. So you could get something that comes from a data source first versus from some sort of memory, right? You're relying on a data source versus a memory. So it's really cool stuff. All right. So we'll come back to those two. I'll give you examples of using Jasper. I'll give you examples of Chat GPT here in a second. Let me show you Synthesia. Now, this is a really cool one. I'm not going to demo this one because, well, for one, it's video and it's too robust. There's too much stuff going on here. Two, I haven't used it a whole lot. I just can't wait to use it. That's my thing, is I can't wait to use it. I have used it, but I can't wait to use it more. So I can't, but I want to introduce you to you because I don't want to hold you up from something that's extremely cool if you want to utilize something like this. So what Synthesia it does is you could pick a fake person, or you could upload a fake person, a fake AI. And I believe you could upload a fake AI of yourself. Like you could upload an image AI of yourself. I don't know if you could do it directly into the app. You might have to use a plugin. But basically you have this fake person, you give it a script, and it will talk and voice out that script. And you could choose different languages, 65 different languages. You could choose different people, different presenters. You could upload your own presenters. You could have full body. There's all kinds of different things you have in there. You can change the voice, the tone of the voice, how fast they're talking. You could take a video from you. I could take this webinar right now that we're recording. I could take the audio of it, upload it into Synthesia. It'll convert it into it'll transcript, give me the transcript. It'll take that transcript. Then I could pick any other character, and that character will then remake the video, but it'll be in their voice. I could make it in a female voice. I could make it in a female voice in Italian. I could make it in a female voice in Bengali or in some other language, right, that I don't know, that I don't speak. And I could do it with this Synthesia, and it's all AI generated. It's really, really cool. This I believe is going to be one of the biggest things in the future. I really, really, really believe that this for businesses is going to be one of the biggest things in the future. So check them out. I'm not going to demo it because, like I said, it's video. It's kind of just a bonus cool thing to look at. All right. What do you guys think of those so far? I'm going to give you some demos, but what do you think? Look cool, so far from that first look? Yeah, you need a fact check when using AI writers. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you said that before or after I said it, but 100% fact check. Here's the thing. You can check out my Facebook profile. There's an image that I have. There's like a small little dot, like on my screen, there's this little bullet points, small little dot. That's where Chat GPT, that's where GPT in general, I forget what it means, but it has to do with open AI and their additions that are coming out, but they're in like GPT 3.5 ish right now. And so imagine this was chat or GPT 3, this little dot, then GPT 4, which is where we're going here. They're supposed to be released anytime between December and February, is going to be like the size of the screen. So the dot is GPT 3, GPT 4 is going to be the size of the screen in comparison, or something, pretty massive like that. Pretty massive difference of where AI is going here over the next few months. And like I said, I believe they haven't announced the official date yet, but they keep saying end of year, and then they said December to February. But then they kind of just been releasing upgrades, so we'll see. But it's going to get big. And like I said, most AI platforms are using open AI. So Jasper's going to get the upgrade, Chat GPT will get the upgrade, all of them will get the upgrade, and it's going to be massive. And that's where I think we're going to, the intelligence and the facts and all of that will become so much better. But we don't need facts for marketing copy, right? We don't need facts for marketing copy at all. We'll come back to that here in a minute. These are still overviews. Overview of AR tools now. I'm going to give you an overview of 4 different tools. And then, again, these are just overview. I'm just giving you guys the introduction, showing you guys the stuff. And then I'm going to actually dive in and give you some real life examples. So first, let's get an overview of Spark AR. Spark AR is a Meta product, so formerly Facebook. Spark AR is a tool that you're going to use to create AR effects for Facebook and Instagram. The cool thing about these are they could be used in ads. They could be used in phone calls. They could be used in Messenger. They could be used in group conversations and in groups. There's a lot of use cases for these, and we're all familiar with Facebook. We're all familiar with Instagram and Instagram marketing. Spark AR is a perfect tool to pick up and start utilizing, and I'm going to show you how to utilize it today. I'm actually going to show you one cool thing with it. My demo is going to be with Spark AR. So really cool. I mean, look at all these different things that are happening right here, like all these just different AR filters, and you might be thinking, oh my God, that is hard, that is crazy, that is insane. And sometimes some of them they are, but some of them they aren't. Some of them are massively easy. Some of them you knock out in 5 seconds. It's really that simple. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. And so Spark AR again is for Facebook and Instagram, and it's a product that you could download just by coming to Spark AR or Google searching it. Let's look at the next one, Snap AR. So Snap AR is a product of Snapchat. And Snapchat, you might be thinking, well, Snapchat is an old app. Nobody uses that anymore. Snapchat, I personally believe Snapchat and YouTube are the next big social platforms. Now, YouTube's not really a social platform until now with shorts. And they're going to be adding in some augmented reality stuff too. And so, and a few other cool things. So, they're going to massively grow. Their shorts are making them huge. But Snap is the leader in AR. Now, AR has been around for a while. Remember my graph a little while ago? AR has been around for at least 10 years. Snap has been around for 5 years now, and they introduced AR. And Snap has had some massive growth lately. Now, the thing about Snap is it's a tool. Most people still think of it as a social media platform, and it is. It is a social media platform, but it is a tool now. What happened is several of these AR filters went viral on TikTok, went viral on Instagram, and overnight, Snapchat got flooded with millions of new users with each one of these filters. And it's because those filters couldn't be built on any of these other platforms. And so what people started to do, because they wanted to make those faces, they wanted to be, make those same AR filters, whatever that AR filter was, they went over to Snapchat, downloaded Snapchat, and now they have access to, hundreds of thousands of other AR filters. They stay there. They enjoyed more AR filters. And it's actually, I don't remember the exact number right now, but it's something. Actually, I don't even want to throw out some numbers. There's the stats. I'll give you guys the stats. I'll send them out in an email at some point, in a follow-up email. But the stats are absolutely insane on how much time people spend on Snap just checking out filters. It's absolutely insane. It compared to other social media platforms. It's like double the amount of time spent. And they're growing super fast. Now they're rebranding themselves. Snap AR is different than Snapchat. You don't have to actually use it with Snapchat. We will use it with Snapchat, and I'm going to teach you how to use it with Snapchat. And I believe Snapchat's going to be the next big social media platform. But they're building it out more into social media for business. There's some cool things I'm going to show you. But Snap AR in and of itself has a lot of its own products. Like they got Spectacle, which is the glasses. They got this scan thing, which I really don't know what it is, to be honest. They got a creator marketplace. They got AR shopping, which I'm going to tell you about later on. They got this camera kit, which is something that you could use these filters for in retail shops. Lens Studio is what we're going to use to build the AR filters. So Snap is kind of broken off from Snapchat to really focus on building out AR. And I personally believe, and there's a lot of people that believe this, I mean, I'm not the only one, but I believe that Snap is and will continue to be the leader in AR, especially for social media and for shopping specifically. So cool stuff with that. I will come back to all the questions and stuff. I do see these over here, and I like to check to make sure that you guys are communicating. But yeah, I do see you guys pop in there. Make sure that if you have questions, so that you don't forget it, just drop it into the chat, and we'll come back. We'll come back to it. All right. So yeah, Snap AR is the second one that you need to be using. Effect House is for TikTok. This was actually the first one I started using when I first got introduced to this, because I was like, Snapchat, nobody uses that anymore. And then Facebook's wasn't all that good with Spark AR. It was barely even, matter of fact, it was named something different. And it wasn't even all that cool. I started using Effect House. It was only accessible, I think, on Mac or PC, like only on one device. So I've been into this for a little while, and this was the first one we used, and it was really cool. The only problem is with TikTok. The reason why I stopped using Effect House so much is you can't advertise with these without getting approved, and they're very, very limited on approving people, and they're not really moving very fast on approving people to use these AR filters for ads. Now, you can still use them in your page. You still get a lot of organic and free growth. Matter of fact, you could. It's likely that if you post a dozen AR filters, that you'll get one of them that will reach 100,000 people. It's likely that if you post a dozen, that several might get 100,000 reach 100,000 people, right? So it's great to get reach. It's great for getting that organic, and if you get the right filter and you use the right hashtags, you could get 1 million views. People will utilize this. I mean, you get millions and millions of views. Like I said, these filters, they'll, 5, 6, 7 million views I've seen them get. I think I've seen higher than that, 14 million views, like in a matter of days, like within 1 or 2 days. Some of them get more than that, but like within days they get that amount of views. I just seen one the other day. There's the boat one. There's I can't even think of them. I see so many. This is one of those cases where you just see so many of these that you guys would probably recognize. And I've been studying this. I'll be like, that's got 1 million views. That's got overnight. That's got this many views. And it's absolutely insane for organic, but you gotta kind of get lucky to get the viral one. And for targeting, you really want to get, if you want to get targeting, you want to use Snapchat, you want to use Facebook, because for those platforms, you could run ads, and that's where it really gets powerful. Okay. So anyway, Spark AR, Snap AR, Effect House, they're all the same thing. They all do the same thing. They're tools that look like this little thing right here. They all look the same, and you build these filters. You basically do the same. Some stuff might be named a little bit different, might look a little bit different, you might click a little bit different, but it's basically all the same. Okay. And those are going to be the 3 platforms. I'm going to show you how to use Spark AR here, actually demo it, but these other ones are, I guess Snap AR should have been Lens Studio, but whatever. I'll show you Spark AR, but these other 2, you could jump in and utilize them. You'll kind of know how based on what I go over in Spark AR. And then this model viewer, I'm going to show you this last thing. This isn't so much AR, although it does have an AR aspect. It's basically a 3D viewer for your website, but you could utilize the special pieces of code, and if you embed it on your website, like on your WordPress website, your Shopify website, your Wix, whatever your website, it's just HTML code. If you just embed it on your website, you could actually add the AR aspect on mobile phones. If they open up that link and you have the code in there, utilizing this free API. This is a Google product. At least that's what I've always been told. And I believe I found, Google Inc. See, it's a product of Google Inc. probably their playground or something like that. So it's pretty cool. It's actually free. They have their API, they have their examples. You just copy and paste. I've worked with this for a long time. Matter of fact, one of our earliest versions of Mod Studio that I built myself was built on this. Our main version of Mod Studio is built on Unity, but our earliest version was built on this. So it's pretty cool, pretty robust. A lot of cool stuff you could do with this. Yeah, so check that out. That's kind of like an extra bonus tool. I'm not going to go over it, but just wanted to introduce it to you. All right, so cool stuff. Like I said, I'm going to come back to the questions. You guys keep adding the questions in there. I will come back to those. Let's just keep moving forward. Let's start getting into the fun stuff. Now that you guys' minds are opened up to this stuff a little bit, you see where we're going, you see how these tools are used a little bit, or what they can do, their capabilities. Let's actually see it in use. This is fun. I enjoy this. I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. There is nowhere. I just, I've done ads, I've done marketing, I've done e-commerce, I've done physical I've done so many different things. Matter of fact, I've done real estate, I've done crypto, I've done so many different things. And playing with AI and AR and just this whole metaverse thing and this it's so fun to me, right? It just genuinely is. So let me know, guys, if you're just say something in the chat. Can you guys drop something in there? What do you think so far? Do you think you could use this for your business? Are you having any good ideas? Are you learning anything new so far? Before we jump in and I start utilizing this, why don't you drop some things in the chat and questions or anything that you have, and I'll come back to those. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee really quickly. All righty. Where is my Zoom controls? There you are. Cool. All right. Nice. We got about an hour left. I'm going to show you few use cases of Jasper. I'm going to show you a few use cases of ChatGPT, and then I'm going to show you some really cool stuff, some use cases of AR. All right. Hey, what's up, Justin? Cool. Glad to see you here. We got to catch up. Glad to see you here, man. Yeah, cool ecom stuff. All right, so let's jump into Jasper. I'm going to close all these windows I had over here and leave the Jasper one open, log back into that. And we're going to come over to templates and e-commerce, and we're going to look for a product description. So if you have an e-commerce store and you're going to load up a lot of products, and or like what we're doing, we're creating dozens of done-for-you stores for people who want to get into AR e-commerce. We're getting their store set up, and we have to create these product descriptions and a lot of cool stuff. And I don't know anything about any of these stores or any of these products, and it's actually been so helpful utilizing this tool for that. So product name, company name. Why don't you guys give me an example? I'm going to make you guys work for this. Why don't you guys drop me an example of a product name? Tell me something that we could sell, and don't make me wait too long. That's the bad thing about only having a handful of people on a webinar, is sometimes it takes a minute to get the answers in. But let's think of a product. Give me an industry. Give me a portable blender. I love that one. I actually took a screenshot of those blender jets, and it's something that I'm actually thinking about introducing as a print-on-demand product. We're creating 3D models for print-on-demand products and adding those models, giving them out to people who use Mod Studio, and they could use those models to create their new yeah, it's a cool fun stuff. I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, that's a perfect product. I love that portable blender. Let's do that one. Love it. But not just any portable blender, because like I said, I'm going to do print on demand. What's a niche? What niche could we do a portable, or could we do a print on blenders? Like it could be for kids, where Disney, or something, or I don't want to do that one, but like, what can we do? It could be, motivational quote. I don't know if that will work. Maybe with avocados on it. Let's do that. Let's do avocados. All right. People use blenders like avocados, and that's the first thing that came to mind. All right, a portable blender. Tell us about the product. This is a portable blender that is in the shape of an avocado, or no, that has avocados printed on it, and is designed to help you track avocado consumption. Okay, that's not realistic, but hey, let's make this fun. Okay, portable. Gotta type right for it to understand you. Portable blender that has pictures of avocados. Avocados. I don't know. We'll get it right. Yes, got it right. Avocados, and helps you track avo. I'm not the best speller. Avocados. That was way off. Avocado consumption. All right. Now this is just it's playful, just to see what it comes up with. Tone of voice, persuasive, and funny. Persuasive and funny, or compelling. I'm gonna hit generate. I got 3 down here. It's gonna give me 3 samples. At least that's what I believe that does. It does give me 3 samples. I've never really, I don't go through and read instructions. So some of this is just me playing with it and learning on my own. But let's check out these 3 different descriptions that it gave us. Description 1, introducing the portable blender, the one and only blender that has pictures of avocados printed right onto it. It knows how ridiculous it is. The one and only blender. Oh, that's funny. This handy device is perfect for anyone who loves avocados and wants to easily track their avocado intake. At first glance, you'll appreciate the vibrant colors and the beautiful avocado images emblazoned on this blender. But there's much more than meets the eye. The portable blender is small and powerful, yet still able to blend a variety of food items quickly and effectively. You don't even have to take it out of your bag. Just plug it. Don't take it out of your bag. Just plug it into a USB outlet, and within minutes you'll be ready to blend away. You gotta double check some of this stuff. Like, you don't gotta take it out of your bag. What do you mean? Are you gonna blend this in the bag? I don't understand what you're saying here, guy. Right? So double check it. You do gotta double check it, but it's good, right? You see where this is going. It's easy to use as well. No special skills are needed. Plus, it's made with eco-friendly materials. Again, double check, because what if it's not? That are free from BPA, so you can trust that you are drinking from something safe and healthy. Good stuff. Let's move on to the next one. Let's skip that paragraph, go down to the next one, because they typically give you different styles, right? So this is the blender that makes loving avocados effortless. That's a good hook. That's I guess it's not. It's just different. Our portable blender will help you make all your favorite smoothies and snacks. But here's the best part. It displays pictures of avocados to help you keep track of avocado consumption. Who wouldn't want a fun reminder of their nutritional goals? All right, let's go down to the third one. Introducing the portable blender. It's the perfect way to go healthy and perfect way to get a healthy and delicious start to your day. Get rid of those annoying run-of-the-mill shake mixers and take your blender on the go with this portable powerhouse. Its sleek design feature pictures of avocados, so you can enjoy all that nutritious goodness wherever and whenever you desire. This is good. This is good stuff. Look, I can't write that good. I mean, I could write, look, I'm a great copywriter, but that's just funny. Like, I could write that funny, like, once every, blue moon, every time Pluto crosses, which I think happened 500 years ago, right? I mean, I'm not that good of a writer in the funny creative sense. I could, and I think these are good. I would copy and paste, take out a line or two, and slap that into my product description, right? I mean, you guys agree, right? This was good, right? Don't worry, Peggy, come back later. I mean, this is a great start to a product description. Let's look at another one. Let's let's talk about, let's see, let's clear these inputs and let's clear over here. And let's look at another one. Let's see. You guys have any other ideas over there? I'm gonna try to think of one. Let's a dog, um, a never wet dog bed. So a dog bed that never gets wet or dirty. Um, a pet, no, um, a bed for dogs and cats that will never get wet or dirty. It's made of special materials that are easy to wipe away anything. Doesn't really have to make sense because it's a AI that knows how to kind of interpret things. You just got to get the gist of the idea there. So never wet pet bed, bed. Typos it doesn't like though. Generate. Let's see what that looks like. So this is, for e-commerce, another product description. And we could do this for anything. I mean, if your product is a service, maybe you make, maybe you do nails, and you got a certain style of nails. Maybe we'll do that one next here in a minute. For a nail salon. But let's look at this. Wouldn't it be nice to have a pet bed that always stay clean and dry? Your furry friends deserve the best, and with the never wet pet bed, they can enjoy a comfortable and safe spot they can always call their own. This revolutionary pet bed is designed with special material that resists moisture and doesn't absorb dirt or smells. Accidents happen, but with this pet bed, you don't need to worry. Just wipe away any messes. I mean, it's good. That's good, right? I mean, I put in just the name and little short lines, and it got it good. Give your furry family member the best night's sleep with the never wet pet bed. This sleek and stylish bed is designed to keep your pet comfortable no matter the weather or the mess. Made of cutting edge materials. What does it say right here about this? You don't need to worry about cleaning up the mess afterwards. And don't forget about those lazy Sunday afternoons. Your snoozy kitty will stay clean and dry while they nap in this cozy pet bed. Right? It gets creative. These things get creative. Welcome to the world of Never Wet Pet Bed, where you no longer have to worry about your beloved pet's bedding getting wet or dirty. Our pet bed is a revolutionary product that provides an easy solution for all your pet bedding needs. Unlike regular pet beds, and then it goes on and on with our patented design. So yeah, again, be careful with it, double check it, but it's great. And, it's better to add, I like it better. I prefer that it adds that extra stuff like patent design when it's not patent design. I prefer to add the extra stuff because the extra stuff tends to be like, oh, that's a great idea. Maybe not the patent thing, but sometimes it'll throw stuff in there that's not necessarily true. Like, oh, it's true now. You're going to change it, right? It has some great ideas. It's actually ideas is what I think it's probably the best at is coming up with ideas. So let's say you had a product that you needed some bullet points on. I didn't actually plan on doing this one, but let's go over to templates, e-commerce, and feature to benefit. Is there bullet points? It seems like there's bullet points somewhere. If I can't find the bullet point one quickly, yeah, persuasive bullet points, product description. So we'll come back to that one. So let me come back over here to the one that we were at, this product description. And I want to grab the description this first one. Let's just take this first one. And then we go back over here to templates, and then where was it at? Website, feature, benefits. There it goes. Product description, drop that in there. Tone of voice, compelling, right? Say we needed some, you wanted some bullet points in here with your description. Click to generate. Thinking standard benefits. Your pet will have a clean and dry bed to sleep in. Your bed is resistant to moisture. The bed is resistant to moisture and dirt, making it easy to clean. Emotional benefits: let your pet have their own space where they can feel comfortable and safe. The bed supports your pet's joints, helping them, whatever. you want to verify them, but look, it gives you bullet points. All right. So that's something cool that you could use as well. So you get your product description and then add in the bullet points underneath it if you wanted to. Very helpful for that. Another one that I always have a hard time coming up with is bio, company bio. It's like, how do you come up with an about, if it's, e-commerce website or something. Let's see, this was a store that we set up. Let's do company bio for I was going to say, I said I was going to do a nail salon thing, but I didn't. So we'll just do that now. Company name, Susie's styling nail salon. Susie's styling nail salon. She's gonna have some styling nails. Company information. Susie is the owner and she does the best nails in town. Great for occasional needs like parties, weddings, proms, and more. Told you I don't know how to spell. Thankfully, Google does. Let's see what else does. Let's just leave it at that. Tone of voice. Let's say female and calming. I don't know if you can put in anything, but I just want, if you're going to sit there and get your nails done, you want, maybe you want a calm environment. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't get my nails done, but let's just say, a female calming voice. Sue's, these are short, actually. I've never seen company bios this short, but whatever. Let's see what it says. Susie's Styling Nail Salon is the best place to go for a quick quality manicure and pedicure. Susie offers a wide range of colors and styles to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect look for any occasion. She also does great work for special events like parties, weddings, proms, and more. Decent. Sometimes they get them longer. I've got some of these. Let me just generate again. Maybe they give me some more that are longer. Now these are ones that are kind of short. Looking for talented and professional nail artists who can give you perfect nails for any occasion? Look no further than Susie's Style and Nail Salon. Our skilled staff can provide you with stunning nails for any event, whether it's a formal party or just a day out with friends. We offer a variety of services and styles to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect look for your needs. Contact us today, book your appointment. All right, good stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I've been in the online space, like I said, 12 years in marketing, and before that, I was doing websites and whatnot. And there were so many times where I could have used this stuff. Like, this is like cool. I'm like blown away because, thousands and thousands of times I could have used this. So, as a business owner, I think you guys will enjoy it as well. All right. So here's another demo. Move along a little bit. Let's see. Chat GPT. So I did, I showed you templates. I showed you product description, company policy. Yeah, Chat GPT. We're going to do a mission statement and a newsletter. Mission statement and newsletter. Now, the reason why I like to use Chat GPT for these is because, well, you can't do good creative content because Jasper is more for marketing. So if you want to have like just creative, then that's where you want to use Chat GPT for. And it's been great for mission statements. Like I said, I've used it for some of these done for you stores, and it's amazing. So what you'll do is you'll just say, create a mission statement for a tire shop in San Jose, California, that is dedicated to helping young drivers stay safe on the road. It was actually a client, a very similar description to a client I had. So write a mission statement for a tire shop in San Jose, California, that is dedicated to helping young drivers stay safe on the road, with tire education. Boom. At our tire shop in San Jose, California, we are dedicated to helping young drivers stay safe on the road through tire education. We believe that informed and responsible drivers are the key to reducing accidents and improving overall safety of our roads. As such, we strive to provide the highest quality tire products and services to our customers, along with the knowledge and resources they need to make informed decisions about their tires. Whether you're a first-time driver or have been behind the wheel for years, we are here to help you stay safe on the road through tire education and expert service. I mean, that's freaking amazing. That's great. I mean, I would run with that. Like if that was my mission and that's what I wanted to do, I'd be like, heck yeah, copy and paste. I want to edit it all. I mean, maybe throw in, okay, let's do that. Let's tell ChatGPT. This is great. Can you make it pack a punch? But can you make because you could chat with it, right? Can you make it shorter and be even more creative? Remember, ChatGPT could remember the history of the conversation. This is great. Can you make it shorter and be even more heartfelt? Also, the name of the tire company, Justin, you got a tire shop in San Jose now, is Justin's Tires. Boom. Sure, here's a revised mission statement for Justin's Tires. At Justin's Tires, we are passionate about helping young drivers in San Jose play safe on the road. We provide top quality tire products and services along with education and resources needed to make informed decisions about tires. Our goal is to empower drivers to take control of their safety and take positive impact on the road. And make a positive impact on the road we all share. Thank you for choosing Justin's Tires for your needs. Okay, watch this. That's good. Excuse me. That's good. Well, let's this is great. Make it funny. And also have a play on words with the name Justin. Something like just in time for new tires. Here's a revised mission statement for Justin's Tires that incorporates humor and plays on the name. Oh, I don't think it's gonna get it right. I don't think it's gonna get it right. At Justin's Tires, we're here to keep you rolling, just like our keep you rolling, just like our name. Tires rolling, I guess. I don't know. We believe that informed and responsible drivers are the key to a smooth ride. So we're dedicated to helping young drivers in San Jose stay safe on the road through tire education and top-notch product and services. And don't worry, we won't leave you stranded. We'll make sure yeah, there it goes. We won't leave you stranded. We'll make sure you're just in time for new tires every time. Thanks for choosing Justin Tires. We've got you covered, literally. I don't know what we've got you covered, literally. I don't even know what that means. Like tires don't cover you, but it's good, right? I mean, you keep telling it what to do and it gets better and better and better and better, right? You guys seeing that? You guys seeing the usefulness of this? Like it's a chat. It's different than Jasper. Jasper, you just tell it what to do and you just like generate. But with this, you could have a conversation with it, right? You could get, and like you could regenerate, you get a new response, right? But you could have a conversation with it and tell it what you want, right? So this is freaking awesome. I absolutely love this. You guys say something in the chat. Let me know you're still here with me. Let me know that you're liking this so far, that this is really cool. And I'm going to keep on moving. Let's see. What was the other one we wanted to do? A newsletter. Yeah, newsletter. Newsletter is going to be great. Okay. So let's actually take Justin's Tires and do a newsletter. Say you want to send out a monthly newsletter and you need a new newsletter and say, this is perfect. Now create me a newsletter I can send out to our past clients. Now create me a newsletter I can send out to our past clients, telling them about our new mission and asking them to come join us on our mission. Yeah, that'll be a good newsletter. All right. Sure. Here's a newsletter for Justin's Tires that you could send out to your past clients. Dear valued customers, we hope this newsletter finds you well. We wanted to reach out to you and share our new mission at Justin's Tires. Our company, as a company, we are dedicated to helping young drivers in San Jose stay safe on the road through tire education and top quality products and services. We believe that informed and responsible drivers are the key to a smooth, and this might sound the same because it takes the mission statement and just plugged it in. We would love for you to join, and then it jumps back into the newsletter. We would love for you to join us on this mission and become part of our community at Justin's Tires. Whether you are in need of new tires, a tire repair, or just want to learn more about tire safety, we are here to help. Thank you for your support and for choosing Justin's Tires for your tire needs. We look forward to serving you and helping you stay safe on the road. Sincerely, name. Good stuff. I mean, I am genuinely impressed every time I kick something out, even if it says something silly, like, or something way off the, like, just totally outrageous that's not even true at all. Like, I'm impressed by that. I'm impressed that it got it like to fit into a story and into a paragraph so perfect, right? It's actually pretty dang good. So at least good enough for the most part, and then just give it some minor edits, and then you can go from there. Great way to start. So yeah, those are demos. That's Jasper, that's Chat GPT, that's AI. If you guys haven't used those yet, Chat GPT is 100% free. Jasper is they got a free trial, and then you could get, I think, $7 a month, or I forget, 17, I forget what the low one is, and then it goes up from there. It's worth it. It's, if you're utilizing, if you're creating product description, if you're creating anything, any type of content, any type of copy, I mean, literally anything, it's worth it. All right, so get in there, try them out. Don't just get one, don't just use one of them, because when I use Chat GPT, I'm like, oh, I can't do, I'd rather use Jasper for this, go over and make that product description or whatever, right? Chat GPT could create some good product descriptions, but again, Jasper is made for a marketer. And so product descriptions, anything that you want to have like some sort of sales copy in, and you want it to be really salesy or compelling, and have some marketing aspect to it, Jasper is great for that. If you want to have it more storytelling and heartfelt or emotional, if you want it to be more like a person, because it's, this is a person giving, it's like a person giving you, you're chatting with it. So it's that's kind of the idea, is that it's giving you its rendition of whatever you're asking for, right? So try them out. They're both great products. All right, let's talk about AR use cases now. So I gave you an overview of AR with the different platforms and how they're used. I want to give you some use case examples. I'm just going to open up this Snapchat business page. They have over here on the Snapchat business page, they have this inspiration tab. You scroll down, you can see all these different samples of not all of these are AR. A lot of these are ads. These are all ads actually, but a lot of them don't incorporate AR. But if you go to the inspiration page and just scroll down, you get to find AR use cases. So like these top ones up here, these are AR shopping, virtual try on for shoes, and big brands. I mean, Dior, Gucci, they're already doing this. Big brands are already in here. Us little guys, this is one of those things where, every other thing in the marketing world, I've been in the marketing world for a while, and I've seen all the trends and everything in the marketing world. Us marketers are the ones that start these trends. And I'm going to be straight up. Brands beat us to this one. The big brands beat us to this one. They really have. And here's why. I'm going to tell you why. It's very clear why, because I'm in the metaverse and I've been building in the metaverse. It's very clear why. It's because they jumped on late to the NFT metaverse craze. Big brands did. They threw in millions and some billions of dollars into that space. And because of that, they were able to take those same assets and quickly utilize them in the AR space, in the augmented reality space. So they were already prepared because they came in late and everybody just kind of bailed. So they just kept going. They had so much money invested in it. They just kept piling in and kept driving in the metaverse and AR specifically, that the brands have beat marketers to this. I mean, brands are in metaverse games, and like Roblox has, Walmart, Forever 21, Dior, Gucci. These guys, they're in Walmart. I mean, there's furniture stores in Roblox. I mean, all these brands, they're in these games, and not just for fun. You're like, well, why are they there? Is because you could create this digital and physical connection, and it doubles the value of the product. It genuinely doubles the value of the product in several different ways. One, just the emotional value there, by making somebody have that experience, and it's emotional experience, whether it's fun, whether it's happy, whatever that experience is, it's an experience, and you're adding that value. But two, sometimes you could actually give them a use value, like, creating an AR filter for a product could have some sort of extra benefit. Like maybe it's a meditation. If you're in the meditation, if you're a meditation coach, right? They buy your program, they get to have these AR meditation things, right? Or whatever your brand, it doesn't matter. You could do this with every single industry, right? And so, well, let's just jump into that. Let's look at the industries here. Let's just pick an industry. Somebody asked about e-commerce earlier. This is huge in e-commerce. E-commerce is going to lead the way in this. Matter of fact, this is what got me into it so much, is my decade of e-commerce experience. I seen this and I'm like, holy crap, this is absolutely massive what's about to happen here. All the big brands rushing into this space. So let's go down a little bit. Let's just check out, see what we got here. These are, like I said, these are just ads. Not all of them are AR. Matter of fact, most of them are. This is a AR one here. Let's just keep on scrolling. Let's see. High Smiles daily revenue, 15% increase. Snapchat drives. I want to open that one up. Let's see if that's AR. Let's see what other one. High Smile, 20% lift. There should be some good AR ones in here. I think they reload. Oh, here's a good AR one. Here's a virtual try on. Let's check out those two. So Snapchat drives 50% increase in High Smiles daily revenue, 50% completion rate, 20% lower cost per purchase than target goal, 15% increase in total average daily revenue. The story, we're not going to read that. Their ads. Let's look at their ad. Let's see what this looks like. Is this AR? So they're not using AR. They're just they got users. Okay, so let's close that one out. I'm trying to find some AR use cases. This is one for sure. This is a virtual try on. And you could do this. You could do this for your brand. If you have sunglasses, you could do this for your brand. Matter of fact, Gregory, I don't know if you're here, but yeah, this is perfect for you. Whether you have shirts, whether you have hats, whether you have, anything you could try, shoes, whatever the product is, great for virtual try on. Clearly, is this eyeglass brand 33.6 purchase lift with virtual try on, 40%, 46% lift in unique page viewers. Video's not working. Let's see if this one does. Yeah, this is just a video. I don't think we're going to be able to see the filter. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what this was supposed to be. It's not there, but this is it. This is what it looked. That's it. I guess you could see that. She's trying on these different glasses, and then she asked for opinions, right? So imagine that. Tap to add. So it gives her instructions right there on the screen. She could click the shop. She could click the image button, and then she takes a picture. She asks her friends, yay or nay. She posts on social media. What do you think of these glasses? Like, there ain't no way, absolutely no way, that does not add an increased purchase lift, or conversion rate, higher sales volume, right? There's no way that doesn't, right? The engagement on that, that's just crazy. Anybody who sees their eyeglasses, thinking about going to get new eyeglasses, they see somebody share that. Now they're going to go get that app too, or that filter too, and they want to try on theirs, and they want to shop online and see what they look like and get their opinions too, right? And you could do that with not just eyeglasses. You could do that with makeup. You could do that with, your shirts. You could do that with anything. Try on anything, necklaces, hats, rings, and it's proven to get results in any industry. So let me refresh this page, because last time I came here, there were some other ones. So I don't know if it does it off of most recent or something. There's a cool car one in here that I seen a minute ago. Oh, look at that. Puma leverages a multi-product strategy to drive purchase with original brand advocates, next generation, 9 point. What does that even mean? What the heck? That's just fluff right there. Look, virtual shoes though. Virtual, they're trying on the tracksuit and the shoes. Right, pretty cool stuff, right? I mean, there's no way it doesn't increase your conversion rate. There's no way it doesn't. It's no reason. There's no way it doesn't help your ads. It's better than your other ads. I mean, if you're gonna run an ad, right? You could run a video or you could run this, right? I mean, there's no way it's not gonna do better, right? I mean, that's just the reality of it. So AR is becoming extremely powerful. Let's see what other use cases we could have. Those were some e-commerce ones. Let's go over here. Let's see. Let's go to auto. Maybe that was the auto one that I was seeing. Oh, look at this one. Norwegian Snapchatters experienced the new Ford Mustang Mach-E through AR. Check that out. You got the Mustang. You can view it in your own environment. It got a whatever that means. Increase, good stuff, I'm assuming, but you were able to take that car and put it into your environment and check it out, and got those little lightning bolts and whatnot. I mean, I don't know like how useful that is as in a practical way, but it's interactive and it gets people looking at your stuff, right? And if they want to check out a new car but they don't want to go to the dealership, it's a great way to get a good eye look at the outside of it, and maybe even pop up in the door and see the inside. You can make these interactive. You can make these very interactive. It's just great, all around great use cases. I mean, over and over and over again. Let's pick out another one. Let's pick out small business. Let's see what these ones are. It's just kind of mixing them all up. Most of these are e-commerce brands, but you guys get the gist of it. This is something you could basically do for anything. I mean, movies. Tremendous success of Snapchat acquiring new users, engaging. I don't know what that is. Anyways, cool, fun stuff. What I want to do, for demonstration, because that's use cases. What I want to do for demonstrations, I'm actually going to show you the super secret golden opportunity that you could start today, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use Spark AR to create a filter. We got about 40 minutes left. I said that we're going to go about 2 hours here, and so we got about 40 minutes left, and I'm going to move through this, and then I'm going to tell you about one more thing that you guys could do to help get started as well. But this is an amazing strategy, I believe, and a lot of people who are in AR believe that this is going to be one of the most used AR strategies. And we're calling it product treasures. I'm calling it product treasures. It's like scannable posters or scannable images or scannable AR, or I don't even know. I call them product treasures because it's like a treasure, right? It's like an extra cool thing that you found, like, oh, I didn't know it could do that. You're looking at a poster and all of a sudden something pops out. You're looking at your shoe that you just bought and all of a sudden something pops out, right? They're like hidden treasures, right? So I'm calling them product treasures with Spark AR. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually load up Spark AR. Let's see, where do I have that app at? There we go. Load it up. And remember, Spark AR works on Meta products. So Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and calls. And what I want to show you is actually a template. So all of these platforms have templates. That's the amazing thing about Spark, about Lens Studio for Snapchat, Snap AR, for Effect House. They all have these templates, and they all have instructions. They got this learning university, and it's not hard to get started on something cool and fun that you could easily change. Like this game right here, we got this guy moving his head back and forth, and actually, I just want to confirm before I go on. Can you guys see the Spark AR window? I want to make sure that I'm not just showing my browser window, that I'm showing this actual screen. So you guys confirm that you could actually see this. I'm going to assume that you can. I'm going to keep on moving. This guy has his head that he's moving back and forth on the screen, and it's a game. It's making the character jump up higher and higher and higher. Like you could do something like this. Let's talk about Justin's Tire Shop. Maybe you want to give people a discount on tires. They got to play this game. Make a tire, make, instead of that little character, you can make it a tire. And the tire is jumping up and make those lines, make them like road lines or something like that. I don't know. And the tire is jumping up and jumping up and jumping up. And if you could get, the tire up to 50,000 points, then, and take a screenshot of that and share it on social media with a hashtag, Justin's Tires, then you could come in and save 20% on your next set of tires. Something like that, right? That's interactive, that's fun, it's engaging, and it gets in the shop, right? For a local business, right? And then people will use it that aren't even local. They think it's cool and fun, and then they'll find out it's for a business not even in their town, right? You could do this for anything, any of these filters. You could just think about your business, think about how you could utilize these for your business. But the one I'm going to show you, the golden one, the golden secret strategy that we all think is going to be the best one, is going to be this sharing effect right here. That is a 3D animated poster. And notice that as I hover over these, it tells me what these could be used on. So this one says sharing effect and ads. This one says sharing effect. 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 So on and so forth. Right? Video calls. That's what I was looking for. Video calling effect. The downside of this one that I'm going to show you, that's the golden one, it can't be used in ads, but that's okay because it's a hidden product thing. So it's not that like if you're advertising it, they haven't got your product yet. So you're not really expecting them to use it, right? So you want to send this to your customers to give them more value. You want to utilize this at your local restaurant to get them to do something. You want to utilize this where you have access to your customer already, and then you could add value to something else. And you could tell them about it. You can make videos of it. You could make ad copy and testimonial videos, right? You can get users. That's the great thing about this. You're going to get users that are using this, and then you could take videos of those users using it, and because it's posted on their social media, so you'll be able to take those videos and you can make ads out of that. That's what you can use the ads for or the videos for is, the filter, the demo, getting people, it's proof. People utilizing it, and they're like, oh, wow, this is so cool. Right. So anyways, you don't need ads for this one. I just wanted to stress that because I've stressed these filters in the beginning that you should be utilizing them for ads. But for this one, you can't utilize it for ads, but it's still amazing. So I just wanted to point that out. Let's click on it. It'll pop it open. Boom. Let's make the window bigger. Nice. Several different things going on here. I'm going to tell you the breakdown of how this works over here in all of these builders. They're pretty much the same. Like I said, Spark AR, Snap, which is Lens Studio, and then Effect House. They're all built the same. Over here on the left side is your assets that you're working with. Over here in the middle is your scene. Over here on the right are the properties of the selected asset that you have selected over here. So the top section on the left-hand side is the actual scene items. The bottom section down here on the left-hand side is your assets that are utilized in the scene. But this is how they're being used in the scene. And I'll demonstrate that and explain that as we go forward. For this particular template, they have two things that we're going to do here. We're going to change this delete me, where it says, or drag here and then delete me. We're going to drag our 3D model here. And then down here where it says replace me, we're going to drag our poster here. Now, what is your 3D model and what is the poster? Well, that's these right here. We have a poster that goes in the background and then the 3D model that goes in the front. Now, what is this? How does this get used? Well, let me show you by making this window a little bit bigger. This is what it looks like on a device. And so what is happening here is telling the user to find that image and scan it. Find that image, and if you could find that image and you scan it, if you pull it up in the camera, then what's going to happen is those little floating shapes, they're going to pop up. So those shapes won't be there. Those shapes will be hidden. They'll be like hidden, and then you're like scanning, and you're like, okay, let me find it. And it's telling me to find it. It's like, where's it at? Right? It's telling me to find it, and then I move it in, and it's like, oh, I found it, and then it pops open the things. Right? To give you a real use case example of that. I have a video here. Let me show you this really quickly. Video right here. So this is a card. It's going to go into a shine on jewelry case. And so this would be the background of it. I'm going to demo this for you here in a minute. This is actually what we're going to build. This is the one that we're going to build. And so when anybody buys this piece of jewelry, they get the jewelry, they get this card that's inside of it. And when they scan this card, the butterfly pops out. See, this is about butterflies, right? And the butterfly pops out. So imagine this: you get a piece of jewelry. Now, this is me scanning it on my computer, so you couldn't get a good. I didn't have the actual product to do this. You eventually use the actual product to demo it. But imagine that you have the jewelry box open, you have the poem, you have that there. It has a little message that says, "Scan this with your phone," and then you scan it, and then the butterfly pops open, and you see it on your phone, and it's floating around, and it's like, oh, that's super cool. Right now, it doesn't have to be a butterfly. It could be anything. Like another use case I have, or another example I have. Let me see if I have this one on my computer here. I made not too long ago. I don't know that I have that one on my computer. Dang it! It was a Boys in the Hood movie. One. You got the Boys in the Hood movie. And I have this shirt. Let me see if I can pull this up. I have this shirt, and basically I put that onto a black t-shirt. It was just for fun, just to show it, because I can't actually sell this. But when you scan the shirt, a lowrider pops out and starts hopping on some hydraulics, right? You can see this on my Facebook profile, right? Because there was a 64 Impala in the movie. So I put a 64 Impala that popped out when you scan this. Right. So there's a lot of different use cases of this. Concerts are using this right now. Snapchat is pushing this really big into concerts right now, where you could scan the poster at the concert. They're telling everybody to scan the poster, and then they have this digital experience, this digital concert experience on their phone. Okay. So really, really cool stuff. I'm going to show you how to utilize this and how to build a filter really quickly. And then you guys will know how to get started with this. And then, you take your knowledge on that and build on that. All right. So I have some items already here that I've already edited. I'm going to open up this folder here. And in the folder, I have a few things. I have this card. This is what would go into the Shine On print on demand product into the jewelry box case. And I actually had this written by AI. This is a poem that utilized, I forget what the prompt was. It was something like, write a poem that utilizes, or that wishes somebody to get well and uses butterfly as an analogy or an allegory or something like that. And so this is what it came up with: butterflies in the sky, so grateful and so free. I wish that you could fly with them, as healthy as can be. For though you're feeling weak and low, I know that you'll recover. Like a butterfly that's newly born, you'll find your way to hover. So take your time and rest a while, and let your strength return. I'll be here by your side with love that will not burn. And when you're feeling better, we'll go out and chase the sun. Together, hand in hand, our journey has just begun. So here's to you, my dear. I pray that you get well. Like a butterfly, you'll rise and soar, leaving all your troubles to dwell. Right. I mean, I would change that. There's some things I wouldn't utilize that if I was actually going to utilize this. This is just a demo. This is all for demo purposes. But that was pretty damn good for ChatGPT giving me that poem. Right. That was pretty good poem. Just slapped it on this image. Boom. Now I have my graphic. And then as far as the 3D model that's going to go, we're going to replace. So the graphic is going to be that poster in the background. And the 3D model is those shapes that are moving. What I have is this butterfly. And so where is he at? It's up there. Oh, it doesn't have the colors on it. I hope I don't have to add those. I think I did with this one. But I guess that gives me something else cool to show you. There it is right there. Actually, this one had different animations and stuff. So I guess I get to show you a few different cool things that I normally wouldn't have got to show you with the easy one. So anyways, let's get started on that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to run through this in 10 minutes or so, or less. Let's see. We just drag that image. I got the image over here. I'm gonna drag it over here into this area, into the textures folder. Boom. Now my image is there. Now it says replace me right here. If I right click on that, I can click on replace right here. And then, I guess I could have just uploaded it. Matter of fact, let's do that. Downloads right here. Boom. Open. Boom. Now it's replaced. I can actually delete this one that I had. And delete, boom. So now it's replaced. Now it's there, and it replaced it in both spots. Look at that. Look how easy that was. Remember, I told you guys, this is easy. Like, you could do this stuff in just a few minutes. It replaced it in both spots. If I were to do this manually, if I were to build this, this would take a while to build. This takes, I mean, I've done this manually. I've had to do it. I've torn them apart and reversed engineered these, and these take a while to build. And I just dropped it in there, just click replace actually, and it replaced it. So now my graphic is replaced. And so that part's done. So now I need to do my 3D model. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 3D model and I'm gonna use, let's see, I'm gonna use a smaller one, the GLB file. Let's see if that one works. Depending on the model, sometimes some work better than others, the different file format. So yeah, this file is there. Now it's not in my scene yet. I didn't drop it into my scene, right? I have to drag it into my scene to make it used. Like, I dragged the image in here the first time. Remember, I dragged that green image here, and the first time it didn't change anything. I had to click on replace, and then it replaced it. Same thing for this 3D model. I just dragged it in here. It's not going to do anything because these are my assets that can be used, but if they're not being used yet. To get used, what you want to do is click open the folder, because I dragged a 3D model in here. It's not a folder when I drag it in here, but it creates the folder here. And then this becomes the folder or the model. These are the animations that this one has attached. I'm just going to delete the two I'm not going to use, hover and idle. We don't want either one of those. We're going to use takeoff and land, I think. And then we'll leave the material there. We'll have to add the textures, I believe, to the materials on this one, which I'll show you that and explain that as we go, because you're going to want to utilize that if you ever use Mod Studio. So anyways, I go over to my model. This is the model here in the folder, and I'm just going to drag it up here where it says drag here. Hover over the space where it outlines that block and drop it. Now that I've done that, now it's in that same area. You could see the outline of it there. It's kind of hidden behind that other thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the one that says delete me. Boom. Now that's gone. My dragonfly is there. I could see it back there, but it's just not, like, it's hidden. And you're like, why is it hidden? It's because I don't have my materials on here. So I'm going to kind of zoom in, and the materials are basically the paint job on there. See, there he is right there. I can move him forward. I'm going to click on the whole dragonfly here, or the whole, not dragonfly, I keep calling it dragonfly, butterfly. I'm going to click on that here. I've probably seen drag there and butterfly there. Click on it there, and I'm going to just bring them forward a little bit just so I can see it. And then because this is an animation, we want it to animate. While I have it selected up here in my scene, now my properties panel is open over here. So my butterfly is selected. I could choose an animation for it. It says no animations. And I'm going to click here. There's none. What I got to do is create a new animation controller. Don't worry about what that means. All that is it just creates like a play button type thing. It just says, hey, get ready to go, right? It's the connector, right? And so I added one. It picked up on the animation because I deleted the other two animations that I had in this 3D model. Not all models have animations. If you don't upload a model that doesn't have an animation, or that has if you upload one that doesn't have an animation, it's not going to be animated, right? Nothing's just going to magically appear there, right? So you have to upload animated ones. And I'll tell you all about this with Mod Studio. I'll tell you how to learn more about all that stuff later on. But right here, it's animated. It's going, right? It's going good. Now he's not painted yet, though. And that's because he hasn't had his materials painted. So if I look over here, I could see, matter of fact, I think I got to click down a little bit and then click down a little bit, go down to the butterfly. It'll tell me the material there, material 0. Now, this butterfly only had one material, and I could tell because over here, my butterfly folder, it's right there. Now you got all these other materials, but we don't want to touch those. Those are those are part of the system that's pre-built. It changed the texture, what they're called camera canvases and background canvas, things like that. You don't need to worry about all that because you're using a template. So just leave those materials alone. Don't worry about those. Close that folder out. The one you're going to worry about is the ones that are inside of your model. In my case, I'm choosing my material 0 because that was what was part of the butterfly. And then once that's open, once I have that selected, I have this panel over here that tells me how to paint it. Now, there's ways to do this easily where it's pre-painted and you upload and it's already painted. I'm not going to show you that here. I just want to show you how to do this. You're getting the bonus, I guess, because this is the advanced stuff. Because if I told you how to do it the other way, where you upload it pre-painted, you come here and do this one time and they're not pre-painted and you're like, holy crap, Robert never taught me how to do it the other way. So I'm going to teach you how to do it the hard way. And then that way, when you do it the easy way, you already know. All right. So what you want to do is you want to choose the shader type. You want to choose, let's see, standard shaders, albedo, surface. I want to make sure that this is it. Texture, environment. We want to go to standard. And standard has the diffuse, specular, normal, emissions, and alpha. Those are your material textures. And basically what that means is when you have a 3D model, any 3D model, whether it be for a game or for AR or for whatever, when you have a 3D model, it has a material which tells it, is it metal, is it fur, is it grass, is it plastic, what's it made out of? That's the material. But that material is compiled of different elements, and those elements are these different textures that go onto it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a diffuse. So I'm going to click on texture right here. I'm going to choose file, and I'm actually going to go back over here to this other folder that I have here. Let's see. Let me move this over to this other window because I think I got some client stuff in here, and I don't want to show it. Oh, there it goes. So I have my texture right here. So I'm just going to select that. That's the diffuse. Now the diffuse one, if you choose standard up here, the material type, the diffuse will be the paint job, basically putting the paint job on it, the colors of it, and all that cool stuff, right? So now it looks like it's done. You can see the bones there too. Those bones are they're not going to be there in the real thing. If you look right here over in the demo over here, it's not there. The bones aren't there. They're just there in the scene, but the actual butterfly now is painted, its body and everything. Now the other ones though, we want to add some texture to it. So let's add a normal. The normal adds texture to it, like the feel and what it's like actually made out of. So I got my normal right there, and I'm going to click on that, open that one up, and boom, add a little bit of texture to it. You could see that it has like these little wrinkle type things in the wings, just like a butterfly would. There's like, I don't know if you guys could see them, but they're very detailed. So it adds that texture to it, adds that little texture. I don't know I think I have roughness. I don't know if roughness is on here. I don't know. I had a few others, but I'm fine with that. I'm good. You don't have to use all of them. It's got the look that I want, and I don't have to use the other textures. It looks good enough for me. All right. So guess what, you guys? It's done. This is done. Let's see if I could stop this. Stop and start. Now it's right here. It's telling me to scan it, saying find that image, find the image. The picture will pop open, and on your phone, it'll have words here, scan the room. And then I scan, boom, pops open the butterfly starts flying. I was like, oh, that butterfly is a little bit high. Well, you know what? I could move him a little bit low. Let's grab that, just move him down. Grab the arrow, move him down. Say I wanted to turn him a little bit. Don't want him facing front on. I want to get him at an angle so you can see those wings. Oh, look at those wings flapping right there. That's nice, right? Say I want to make him a little bit bigger. Click right there, scale it up a little bit, make him a little bit bigger. Right. So now it's done. I don't have to do anything else with it. It's done. So what I would do is I could come over here, test it on device, and this one I could click on send to Instagram, send to Facebook, and what will happen is it will give me a notification on my Instagram or Facebook account that I'm logged in with on Spark AR, or I could click send to Spark Media Player. If I don't want to use one of the Facebook or Instagram apps, I can use this third-party app. Once you click send, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Excuse me. Once you do that, it will actually generate a link. So it's going to take a while here. I'm not going to sit here and wait for it, but it'll send it over to my phone. I can open up my phone on the Facebook app, click on the notification, and I could try it on my phone. But it'll also generate a link, and I could take that link and I could show it to other people as well. Now, once you're done with it, if you're happy with it and it's good, I mean, that was easy, guys. Can you guys say something? Let me know you're still here. I haven't checked the chat in a while. That was easy. like it took me a few minutes to make that. Now you might be thinking, okay, I don't know where to get that butterfly though. Or I don't know how to do all that other stuff. Well, cool. I'll teach you how to do that stuff too. Right. I'll teach you how to do all that stuff too. Not in this webinar because we're already going for a while, but I have some other stuff we'll teach you guys how to do all that. But I'm also going to show you how to get free. I mean, anybody knows how to make these images. You could do that stuff on Canva. You could do that at Photoshop, wherever. I use Pixlr for my graphics. But for these 3D models, I'll tell you where to get those as well. Matter of fact, let me just close this out, discard, close it out. And I'm going to show you over here. Let's go to Sketchfab. Sketchfab was purchased by Epic Games recently. I believe it was Epic that purchased them, or maybe it was Activision. Might have been Active. I don't remember who it was. One of those two. Epic, I believe it was. Purchased them, and ever since Epic purchased them, they've everybody's got this big feeling that they're going to go into like full-on metaverse asset interoperability, meaning that you have items in your Sketchfab account, you could push them over into anything. Spark AR, matter of fact, I should have showed you that before I closed it. You could sign into Sketchfab. You could pull items from your Sketchfab account. Sketchfab is paid, free, all kinds of stuff, endless amounts of stuff. Maybe I make a Christmas item. Let's check on this Christmas one. I don't know what these are. You got this Christmas stuff. I mean, there's just endless amounts of 3D models, endless amounts. And what I would do is actually, or what I do, unless I really want to buy something, I just get free stuff, right? And let's look over here. You can search for anything. Let's look for Blender. We tried to sell a blender earlier. Problem with Blender is it's giving me Blender files. A 3D software of the number one 3D software is called Blender. You might have heard of it, might not have. So if I type in Blender, that's not going to come up. So let's see, maybe Kitchen Blender. I don't know. No, it's giving me kitchens that are made in Blender. There's a few blenders there. Let's look at, well, let me keep on showing you. I'll show you. What I always do is I click on download. All right, downloadable, because it gives you a bunch of results that you can't even download. So why do you care about ones that you don't download? Then notice that there has this icon in the corner. There's the shot or the dollar icon. That means that you could buy. And then there's this download icon. That means you can get it for free. Okay, so you got buy, get it for free. You want to read the terms because all the terms are different. A lot of them are Creative Commons. You could pretty much use them as you wish. You're just utilizing as a fun extra bonus. So, pretty much use them for free all you want for the most part. If you wanted something that was animated, click on animate or animated, and it'll just give you animated stuff. And so now let me just scroll down, see if I can find my blender, find me a blender that is a cool one. And let's see. Find a cool blender. Not any cool blenders here. No cool animated blenders. And you're not gonna find like that. Might have, I guess, for e-commerce. If you want a blender made for your product, hit us up and we'll get it made. We'll do it for $50 to $100, $50 to $200, maybe depending on the product. Depending on what it is and how complicated it is, and how many animations you want, and it cost you $200 max. On the low side, $20-$25 to get a product made. All right, and then we could even give you a blank product, and like a t-shirt or a jacket, and then teach you how to use Mod Studio to where you could create unlimited variations of that. So you have different designs, different colors, and all that cool stuff. All right. So if you need it for a product, don't come here for that. If you need it for something, for a filter like that butterfly, right? That's what I utilize this Sketchfab for. Or maybe you want to put a Lamborghini. Maybe you want to put a Lamborghini in your thing for whatever reason, because you want people to make them feel like they're rich. Maybe you're a coach, right? You're a wealth coach, right? And you want people to make them feel like they're wealthy. So like, take a picture next to this Lamborghini, this $400,000, $500,000, whatever. Let's check out this one. This one's pretty cool. Lamborghini, right? So this is a Hurricane GT6 or GT6 GT3. Oh, that's pretty badass, actually. It's got the Blender and Sketchfab logos on it. They hooked this one up. This is pretty cool. I like it. So the thing about this, the thing that you're going to have to pay attention to is these triangles. Now, I can't just give you a full-on coaching program on, right? I just can't do this. This is way too much information I have to lay out. But for AR filters, you could go read their documentation, or you could join one of our coaching programs. But I will just tell you in passing, you got to pay attention to these triangles. Triangles are how detailed these items are. And, in the coaching programs, I'll tell you how to take an item that's 146,000 triangles and take it down to 10,000 triangles. I'll tell you how to do that in the coaching program. I can't tell you that now. It takes too long. I have to be here another hour to show you how to do that. Right. So what I can show you now is you got to find these models that have under 10,000 polys, 50,000 polys ish. You just got to keep them small, and you have to read the documents on each one of the platforms to know what the limitations are. But those limitations are there. For the most part, the easiest way to find them is to type in what is called low polygon, right? Low polygon or low poly, and low poly, and we'll put car and see what kind of car. Like, these are all junk ones, are not very cool, but you could take we could find some cool one. There's going to be cool. I mean, what I'm looking for is download. Look at this download on this. What is the Camaro? It's some sort of muscle car. So looks like a Camaro. Let's see. It might just be full on custom. I don't know. But let's just say you're a car guy and you just want to have car filters. No, this is a Hellcat. I don't know much about. I think that's what it's kind of going for. It's got a few different things going on, a few different styles going on. That back end looks more like a Camaro. The front end doesn't. I think it's just a make-believe car. It's got 420,000 triangles. I don't know why it's low poly, right? It's not. It says it is, but it's not. You can get some really cool detailed cars that are low poly, maybe because I have animation that's there. I don't know, but I'm just showing you how to find models. Whatever yours is. I mean, you could find, maybe you don't want anything like this. Maybe you want freaking, zombies. I don't know. You got a zombie, right? Have a zombie hand popping out of the ground, right? Animated zombie. Let's look at that animated zombie. Animated zombies. Let's see what these guys do. Okay, this is the guy right here. Make an AR filter with this animated zombie, right? What does he do? Oh, he's creepy. That's scary. He's got them things, them whatever. I don't even know what they call those things. That's scary, right? Now imagine that guy. Imagine an AR filter where he creeps up behind you, where it says, has a timer, and it says something like, in 5 seconds, your face, the happiest time of your life will happen in 3 seconds, and then in 2 seconds, this guy creeps up behind your back and it scares the crap out of you, right? I don't know how that has anything to do with your brand. Maybe you're selling Halloween costumes. I don't know, but you think creatively. That's up to you to think about how you're going to utilize this for your business. I'm just trying to give you some ideas off the fly. And that zombie, let's look at him. 6,000 polys. He's downloadable. I could use in a AR filter because he's very low poly. He's animated. He's moving around. He's cool, right? I mean, I'm not into zombies, but it's something that I would use if I had a zombie product. Right. So Sketchfab is cool. Fine. Utilize this tool. You guys, I just dropped some bombs here. Like, this right here is absolutely gold. I'm going to tell you one more thing. About the Spark AR. If you push these over to Instagram will give you a ton of organic reach with these. Okay. Facebook won't, but Instagram will. And if you also take these and you send them out in email, say you sold a product already, you got 1,000 customers. This is gold right here, you guys. Say you had a campaign that you launched before, and you made $100,000 off of it, but that was 2 years ago or a year ago or last year, and it kind of died out. Make a filter, make one of these product filters. Maybe it was a t-shirt, right? Take that design, make one of these filters for that t-shirt, send it out to your customers and say, hey, you bought a t-shirt from us. Guess what? Use this URL, or use it. There's several ways to get them to that filter. Use this filter scan your shirt and watch what happens. Do this, post it to our social media, and we'll give you blah, blah, blah. We'll give you a free gift, whatever, right? But the goal is send it out to your past customers. Even if you get 1, 2, 3, 4 people utilizing this, you've got proof. You've got proof. You don't have to get the product yourself. You don't have to start scratch. Like for me, for this butterfly thing, I didn't have the butterfly necklace. I'd have to order one and wait for it to come in the mail before I could actually do this in real life and give a demo, right? But you guys, if you have a product that you've already sold, if your customers already have it, then just create the filter, send it out in an email, say, use this today, send me, a video, and, you get for a chance to win or something, right? Compel them to utilize it. And you've got proof. Launch that campaign again. Now you got an AR filter. You can run some ads to it. Now you got proof with some videos. They land on your landing page. They're like, holy crap, I want to buy this. Look at these people. They bought this thing and it's looking cool for them. This is fun. I want to get this new thing. You guys, this is really gold. It really, really is. Don't wait to do this. We're doing this. We're seeing a lot of other people already do this in different ways, a lot of different ways to do this. Jump in today. Use those, what we're calling posters or product treasures. Start utilizing that today. All right, guys. So I've went on for a while, and it looks like about half of you guys have stayed. People have come and go. I am going to answer some questions, but before I do that, I want to tell you guys about one more thing. I told you I would try to sell you, or not try to sell you something. I would offer you something for sale or some other way to get more information, and that is through a coaching program. I haven't done a coaching program in a long time. It's been years since I've done a coaching program, and I'm going to open a new one up, and I'm going to do this just for a short amount of time. And I want to get you guys results. I wanted to get in a handful of people and start driving massive results. I wanted to get you hands-on help where it is real hands-on, like where I say, send me over the file. I'll knock it out for you. Right. I mean, maybe not, but maybe like real hands-on. I'll get dirty with you guys. We're going to do weekly meetups, and we're going to you're going to have access to me for chat, so you'll be able to send me all of your questions and everything and communicate with me in a real coaching program where we're going to help you scale your businesses utilizing augmented reality. Okay, you're going to drive traffic and drive more sales in this coaching program with augmented reality. And remember, you guys, this is it really, really, really is the next big thing. If you come back here, if we look back at this chart, we're at the very forefront, and you guys will be leaders. If those of you that have been around for a while, watching, following since the beginning of my dropship days, you probably remember that the people that came into my first coaching programs are the top coaches right now. You probably know that already. They are. I mean, I remember my first coaches, or the people that came to my first coaching programs. They're a good half of them are my coaches, or not my coaches, but they're coaches now. They're leaders in the industry because they were there first in the industry. Right. So you could start an agency, you could become a coach, you could do whatever you want. You will be the expert leading the industry with me if you come in first through this coaching program. So I am looking for probably about 10 people right now to come in, and I know I have 3 already. And so we're looking, for a handful more to come in that I can work with and get immediate results for. Okay. 100% guarantee I'm going to work with you on this. And, if you're not happy with the results, the guarantee is, well, part of what you're going to get here is a NFT membership to Mod Studio, which you'd be able to sell at the same price. So it's basically you get your money back, right? I'll tell you more about that later. So what are you going to get with it if you come into this coaching program? Well, it's augmented reality. Augmented reality is the next big traffic source. You can utilize this traffic source just like you would utilize Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, any of these other traffic source. So what are you going to get? You're going to get a program where you could drive a ton more traffic. That's what you're going to learn, is how to drive a ton more traffic to your products. It doesn't matter what your product is. It doesn't matter if it's an e-commerce store. It doesn't matter if you do affiliate marketing, coaching, finance, fitness, mindset, nail salon, tire shop. It doesn't matter what your business is. It doesn't matter where you're selling. It doesn't matter if you're selling in real life, if you're selling on GrooveCart, ClickFunnels, Shopify. It doesn't matter. None of these things matter because we're driving traffic. You can actually sell straight on these social media platforms. You can sell on Work. It doesn't matter where you're doing this. We're focusing on traffic. We're going to show you how to get more traffic. By the way, these screenshots down here, 168,000 views, 100,000 views. Those are free. Those were free views on these AR filters. Just a couple screenshots that I had. This one had 1,000 uses on this one post. 1,000 people utilize this one. 885 people use this one, and different. I was always comparing these stats, and I was always shocked by them, like how different they were. But it's reality. I mean, the stats always show up different, and it really comes down to the type of filter you have. This one has almost 6,000 shares, 1,000 posts. This one has 299 shares and 885 posts. And it really came down to being more boring of a product. If you're product focused, if you're really salesy in these filters, they just don't do very good. Sometimes they get a lot of views, but not a lot of uses, and sometimes they get a lot of uses, but not a lot of views. And it just really comes down to the algorithm. I haven't really figured out the algorithm yet. I just truly haven't. But there is an algorithm there, and if you read their documentations, you'll see that there are certain things that they favor and other things that they don't. One of the things they favor, TikTok. In particular, Meta will probably do this, and Snap, I don't know if they do this, but TikTok, Effect House, if you go through their training courses and get their badges, they will favor you because they're trusting that you're going to do a better job. So they're going to show your filters more, right? So there's a lot of things that you could do to get more views and to get more reach, but this is pure organic. It's all organic. We just posted these things and forgot about them. Just set it and forget it. Organic views, organic reach, and you guys could do this too. So what's included in the program? This is a coaching program. It is $499 a month. That's why there's cancel anytime. It is a monthly subscription. So, the reason being is because I'll work with you ongoing, and it will be ongoing. I want to do this. If it does end, well, I'll cancel it. If I decide don't want to do this anymore after 3 months because you guys are crushing it and we got our results, and it's like, okay, close down the coaching program. Let's automate this thing now. Then we will close this down and goodbye, right? I guess we won't be working with you guys anymore. But at that point, you guys will be absolutely crushing it. Because like I said, coaches come from these programs. All right. So this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 4 times a month weekly coaching group sessions. So 4 times a month. If the month happily has 5 weeks, don't say, oh, Robert, you said weekly. No, I said 4 times a month. I might throw in an extra one. I might throw in 2 times a week, right? I might throw in some extra stuff, but we're getting 4 a month, and those will be good coaching calls. We'll have a strategy. We'll go over something new, and then we'll have question and answer. Those are going to be super powerful group calls. These group calls are always powerful, and I love doing them as group. I prefer them as group, 1, because they just save time, but 2, it just multiplies the value that each person gets because you're hearing somebody else's ideas and somebody else's brainstorming and whatnot. So unlimited coaching chat. In other words, just message me. We'll open up a chat line and you can message me at any point. I'm going to go ahead and drop this link in here now, actually over in Zoom. That way you guys can open this up and look at this when you want. Oops, that was going to, let's see, there we go. There you guys, it's in the chat. You guys could have the link and check this out more yourself, but go back up here or down here and see what's included. So you're gonna get the weekly coaching calls. You're gonna get the unlimited coaching chat, ask me questions, show me your filters and all that good stuff. You're gonna get the free TikTok Metaverse training. So we're going to show you how to get free traffic on Metaverse. On TikTok using AR filters. That's the Metaverse is there, AR filters. I'm going to show you free Facebook Metaverse traffic. So that's training as well. You're going to get the paid Facebook Metaverse traffic. So how to use the AR filters and run ads with those. We don't have that for TikTok because TikTok has a closed program, unfortunately, but we're giving you the Facebook one. As soon as TikTok does release it, we're going to get access to it and we'll do a training on that as well. But Facebook, you'll get the free and the paid Metaverse traffic training. Instagram, you're going to get the free and paid Metaverse traffic training. Metaverse, again, is AR, augmented reality. Remember I talked about in the beginning, different aspects of the Metaverse. There's AR, there's VR, there's games, there's all this cool stuff. You're going to get both. You're going to get the AR aspect of that for both Facebook and Instagram. And then Snapchat, you're going to same thing. Snapchat free traffic, Snapchat paid traffic, Snapchat Metaverse shopping. Now, this is absolutely gold. I hadn't even talked about this. I didn't even point this out. This is gold. It's just a little techy, and so I'm going to give it to you as part of this. I didn't want to go. I would have went over it today. I would have loved to go over it today, but it's just a little bit too techy. It's got to be separate into its own training program. This is absolutely insane. I mean, the gold strategy I gave you guys today is probably better than this for right now. It's more versatile. It's more universal. You can use it a lot more ways. But specifically, if you're using a cart, online cart, Shopify, or any other, this shopping, this, I mean, it's amazing. Okay. You can shop right inside of your AR filters. And then the Metaverse Creators group, we have a group, 500 members already in there and growing, Metaverse Creators, so that you could learn how to do this stuff all across the metaverse, not just in AR, but also in VR and in games like Roblox and games like Decentraland and games like Fortnite. We teach you guys all of that. And we've released some information already, some training, already, but we're going to be releasing a lot more. And you're going to find a lot of that in the Metaverse Creators group. And you can also brainstorm and mastermind with other people in that group as well. You're going to get a one mod membership NFT, and you're going to get Mod Studio lifetime access and daily mod token, which you're going to have to claim. There's steps to do that, but we'll tell you how to do that once you've got in. And all of that is to help you grow your business in the metaverse, starting with AR. AR is going to be where we start, but beyond that, you could go into Roblox games, Web 2 games, Web 3 games, any game, virtual, almost just about any game. I mean, Sims, I mean, anything, just about. I mean, Minecraft, all these games. That's all metaverse stuff, and all of that is 3D models. The Sketchfab stuff that I just showed you, the butterfly, the cars, those 3D models, all that stuff is metaverse, the stuff in the metaverse, right? And with Mod Studio, when you have access to Mod Studio, so you own a Mod Studio membership, you have a mod membership, that's a lifetime membership, you get lifetime access to Mod Studio, you'll be able to edit and create your own 3D items, whether it's clothes, whether it's a house, a skateboard, a car. You'll be able to take items from over Sketchfab, upload them over into Mod Studio, edit. So like that Lamborghini that had the Blender and the Sketchfab logos on them, you could download that from Sketchfab for free, upload it over into Mod Studio, and then drop your own logos in that. Redo the whole paint job on it, right? And you do that all in Mod Studio. We're calling Mod Studio the Canva of the metaverse, Canva of Web3. Whereas Canva, 75 million users use Canva instead of Photoshop because it's an easy to use, free web-based app. Same thing with Mod Studio. We're going to have 75 million users using Mod Studio by 2030 instead of Blender because Mod Studio is an easy to use web app. And so right now we have Mod Studio is in a beta version, and you're going to get access to that beta version, but the lifetime of the app, so you get access to every single upgrade, future and now. And some of that is going to be AI. We're going to add in some AI aspects to it and some other cool stuff. So a lot of cool stuff in the future. Mod Studio is worth $500 on its own. And so even if you come into the coaching program for 1 month, it's $500 a month. Coming for 1 month and then cancel, you get Mod Studio. I mean, this alone is worth that. And then you get all this other stuff, right? And not only that, the newest thing that I added down here is I'm going to tell you how to get claim up to $475 in free ads credit. And there's several different things that you're going to do that. And if you do those different things, then you'll get up to that 475. One of them's like $100, one's like 75. There's just different things. And so you claim those ad credits and you got free money. I mean, I utilize it. I 100% utilized all of this ad credit so far. Yeah, 100% utilize this. The first round, what I did is I started my first campaigns, took the free $100 one and utilized that, and I got my free $100. And then I used that I was using that to test my campaign. So I launched like 3 or 4 different campaigns, used the $100, tested that, found one that might be a winner. And then I took the other 300 and something, and we tested. Matter of fact, we only tested about half of it on that winner product. And utilize free ad credit. It's free, right? I mean, that's $500. Like that's like the cost of a month's program, right? I mean, you get in $500 cancel after, get in for the first month. Get all this stuff, get all of this stuff, get all the training. I mean, that's $500 on its own. Get the membership, that's $500 on its own. Get the $500 ad credit, get all that stuff. Cancel if you want. I don't care if you do. Look, I'm going to try to get you successful in the first month. I'm going to try to get you making freaking double your money in the first month if I can. I'm going to try to get you to get the most value to where you don't want to cancel, but get like at least get in for 1 month, because if you cancel with that, you got like a ton of value here, right? And so let's say you keep all of this training stuff, and you use it for a year. You're like, okay, this is cool, I love it, this is absolutely insane, but I'm not using Mod Studio. Now you take that NFT, you go sell it, because it's an NFT, you go sell it to somebody else, you keep all of the training, somebody else gets access to Mod Studio. Now you get your money back. Mod Studio, that membership, it might be worth $1,000 at that point, it might be worth $2,000 at the point. I don't know what it's going to be worth in a year from now, and you're going to not need it anymore. You're going to sell it, and you're going to double your money, triple your money, quadruple your money from the NFT after you've already made money from the AR aspect of this, right? So even if you just come in for 1 month, cancel after the first month, like, it's just a no-brainer. I mean, if you have a business and you're spending advertising dollars, you have copywriters, you have or whatever, like if you're already spending marketing dollars, I guarantee you, this $500 for this 1 month of coaching program will be probably some of the best $500 you've ever spent. Okay, so I'm not going to push you anymore on that. I'm just telling you what's in it. If you don't want to do this, I mean, that's on you. I mean, somebody will. And like I said, people become coaches, they became millionaires out of my drop shipping coaching programs. And if you don't want to be the coach or the millionaire, that's on you. But I highly implore you. And if you feel like you want to learn more about paid traffic, free traffic, if you want to learn more about all of these different strategies, if you want to have access to Mod Studio to where you could edit unlimited 3D wearables and create your own stuff, and you get stuff from Sketchfab, cool, I downloaded that card. Now I'm stuck with this card that doesn't even look like something I want, right? I could add it into my filter. Cool, yeah, now it's something that anybody else could add into their filter, right? So what, right? But if I download it and I pop it over into Mod Studio, now it's mine. I could customize, I could paint job, I can give it different tires, I can give it different windows, I could give it a number on the side, right? Or whatever. I could do whatever I want to it, right? It's customized, it's yours. And that is gold. All right. So if you're running a business and you feel like this stuff is cool, if you feel like you want to utilize some of this stuff, we're going to go over a lot more augmented reality and artificial intelligence, AI and AR. We're going to go over all of this stuff in this coaching program. And 4 times a month, and also in chat, you guys will have me available with some amazing strategies. I mean, I think you guys would agree that this is good stuff. I think you guys would agree, those of you that sat through this whole thing and you're watching this, you agree that this was freaking amazing. I mean, the AI stuff was amazing. This AR stuff was freaking amazing, right? And the value I gave you, I mean, I showed you how to do this stuff. I didn't just tell you about it, I showed you how to do it, right? Imagine what you're going to get in this program, right? Imagine what you're going to get in this coaching program. Okay, but this will expire in 5 days. Like I said, it's going to close down on Christmas night. And so, make sure you get in there and check it out, or make sure you go over this training multiple times and check out this page, make up your mind and get in there. Okay. I do offer PayPal. If you click on this button, it'll take you over to PayPal. It's not going to open there. Maybe open in a different window. And, it's going to make me log in. I thought it was just because I was logged into that account, but you can go over to PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You could choose a credit card. Matter of fact, I will show you that. You could choose between pay with debit or credit, pay with your PayPal. And if you log in, it'll actually give you options to make payments. Matter of fact, actually, I take it back. It won't for this. It won't let you make payments on this one because this is a monthly subscription. So you got to do the one time for this, or the monthly for this. But you could use credit card, use debit card. You could use, heck, dude, if you got Zip Pay, if you got Afterpay, if you got, what are these other ones that are out there? There's so many of these out there now. If you don't know what Zip Pay or Afterpay is, go sign up for those and try to get your card real quick. I think Afterpay you can come and use. You can pop in a credit. You can load it with some money. They'll give you I don't know what they'll give you at first, $200 at first, $300. I don't know what it is. If you get lucky, maybe you got good credit, maybe they'll give you the full $600 at first or whatever, right? Then you come over here and buy it, right? I mean, there's a lot of ways to get your to get the $500, right? It's $500. Get in for the first month. It's totally worth it. Cancel after that if you don't want it after that. I mean, you got the value. I doubt you're going to want to cancel though. it's just not going to happen. I'll cancel before you guys. I'll get tired of it before you guys. So, yeah, that's it. Good stuff, you guys. That's it for now. I am going to scroll back over here, and I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss any major questions. If you guys have any questions now, you can drop them here. But let's see. I don't think I had very many because there wasn't many people on here. I think TikTok has filters. Yeah, mentioned that. Gave you some e-commerce examples. POD sellers revamps the market. Yes, a lot of good stuff in POD, Justin. Cool. Not a whole lot of questions there. I didn't think would have very many questions on this one, just because it was pretty good. Most of the questions would be, can we do this? Can I do that? And I think you guys could see the potential of what's happening here. So that's it. That's all. I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna probably cut off the beginning, and I don't think I'm gonna edit very much, and I'll get it uploaded, get it onto this page here, and send you guys over this page in an email. Remember to check your spam. Check it tonight. Check your spam tonight. Check it tomorrow morning at the very latest for the email that's going to include this. That's going to have the replay, and don't miss it. You got 5 days. I'm not the type. I mean, I've had, if you just scroll down my Facebook, you'll have people commenting and saying, Robert, can I get can I get this now? And I'll be like, no, I told you it's going to be closed. It's going to be closed. You only got a few days. Get in or don't. I mean, that's real. I don't really need to have fake scarcity, you guys. So this is going to end, and you guys are going to miss that first opportunity if you don't get in. And it's okay. Come in late, still do good. A lot of people came into drop shipping late and did all right. But it's not going to guarantee it. So all right, that's it. That's all. Have fun, you guys. We'll talk to you all later. And it was fun having y'all here. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you inside.